this morning, the president is on Truth Social, calling New York, quote, the most corrupt state in the union. This comes as New York's governor slams his plan to get rid of the Department of Education at the federal level. New York Governor Kathy Hochul telling constituents they could be hit with higher taxes. Whether you're a Republican, Democrat, doesn't matter. NewsNation's Elizabeth Prann joins us with all these details. Elizabeth, more tax dollars? I mean, is there truth to that? Walk us through it.
I mean, there is, right? Because it's all about the Benjamin, right? Markie, it's where is the money going to come from? So we're seeing this back and forth between the president and the governor of New York, because if President Trump does dismantle the Department of Education, basically states are going to have to backfill what the federal government normally supplies. So we're seeing criticism from the governor of New York. We're also seeing it from Senator Kirsten Gillibrand. They say states are doing everything they can to fund K through 12. But the fact of the matter is that 1% of the federal budget does support K through 12 public schools. Here's the governor just days ago.
For outside the city, your largest part of your local property tax bill is your school taxes. If that money evaporates from the federal government, where are they going to go? This is going to hit homeowners and businesses. And I want them to be aware of this consequence.
So the governor is arguing if the Department of Education goes away, your pocketbook is going to suffer, right? Let's break down some of these numbers. States already take care of about 90% of the costs. So you may think to yourself, well, that's only 10% that's really supplied by the federal government. But these are already stretched departments. So let's look at West Virginia. This is a great example. They have a rural county named Pocahontas County. The Treasury and Director of Finance basically says that they depend on it every year. So if the rug is pulled, it's only about $1 million, but $1 million is a lot for a small county. They would be in the red for at least 2 years. Trump is insisting, listen, this is that state and local districts need to be responsible for school funding. We hear that from the Republicans on that side of the aisle. And we know that he's not going to be making any really big moves before he selects his secretary, which is Linda McMahon, to be the Secretary of Education. Remember, we had this conversation back in 2016 and it fizzled out. The Department of Education takes care of a lot of things, Markie. We're talking Title I, we're talking about Pell Grants, we're talking about school lunches. So where is that funding going to come from? It needs congressional approval if this department goes away, and then those funds need to be shifted to different departments. So it's really fairly complicated. Markie?
Yeah, and I'm intrigued by what that domino effect would actually look like if the department was eradicated entirely. Fascinating conversation and thoughts there. Elizabeth, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.